Christmas is just around the corner, and so are some of these really cool blockbusters. Since there's never a winner with Godzilla and Kong, the OGs are coming back sooner than you might have expected them to. Not to mention, Timothée Chalamet is all set to give us a whole lot of surprises with Dune 2 this time around, so how about we look into the gist of it all in detail? Take a look. Monsterverse is full speed ahead, and if you're wondering why, well, that's mainly because Godzilla vs. Kong: The New Empire comes out in cinemas on April 12, 2024. The trailer has also finally come out, and it looks like there will be a lot of confusion as a new Titan rises to start another war. Why? Well, because a lot is happening. For one, it looks more like a big monster party than anything else based on the trailer. From Monarch's fast blimp to Kong's jumping around the hollow earth to how fast Godzilla and Kong are racing to fight, there is a lot to see. And of course, there's also the trailer, which shows this new ape sitting on an ottoman and scaring other apes in the hollow earth. He finally comes to the surface, screaming and ready to fight. Like we said, a lot is happening. The good thing is that Eileen's group can wake Godzilla up, this time using pink nuclear energy, where Kong has his big axe with the Godzilla jaw spike on the back of it, so they are surely not going empty-handed on the battlefield. As for the cast, Rebecca Hall plays the lead part again, just like in Godzilla vs. Kong. She's back as Dr. Eileen Andrews, a scientist for Monarch, continuing to study the environment of the Hollow Earth. Brian Tyree Henry is also back as Bernie, a technician who used to work for Apex Cybernetics, the company that made Mechagodzilla. And along with Kong, Kaylee Hodel is back as Gia, the young, deaf Iwi local who was left behind and has a special bond with him. Sounds quite promising if you ask us. Now, a beautiful new trailer for the planned prequel to Mad Max Fury Road has been released by Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. But before we talk about that, Chris Hemsworth has already shared some really exciting information about this upcoming chaos. So guess we'll have to start with what that's about. Anyone who doesn't know already should know that Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, starts 15 years before Mad Max Fury Road. It's about the main character, Furiosa, who was played by Charlize Theron before and is now played by Anya Taylor-Joy. As for the exciting nitty-gritties revealed by Chris Hemsworth, he who plays Thor in Marvel's movies will play a very different character in the upcoming Mad Max reboot, even though he will still be wearing a red cape. Yep. Now, to give you a better idea of what will happen, the story will be about what happens when young Furiosa is taken from the green place of many mothers and given to a large group of bikers led by the leader Dementis. As they move through the wasteland, Furiosa soon finds herself in a never-ending battle to get home as the two rulers of the land fight for power. And while that doesn't sound like your typical action movie, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, is set to come out in theaters in the US on May 24th. So mark your calendars, maybe? And of course, Timothée Chalamet is more than just a chocolate boy. Fans are getting chills and strong emotions from the latest trailer for Dune Part 2, which shows another stunning view of the desert planet from the famous science fiction movie. And by fans, we mean us. Denis Villeneuve, the director, said during an interview that Dune Part 2 will be a war movie after the world building in the first movie. It will also be about Chani, played by Zendaya, and Paul Atreides, played by Timothée Chalamet. As Villeneuve said, the first two movies will be about the main character's journey to finding a reason. Also, here's the kicker, the director has already confirmed that Dune Part 3 is already being made. It's still too early to tell, but Dune fans will definitely be excited for the epic ending. As for who is set to reprise their roles this time, Timothée Chalamet will return along with Zendaya, Florence Pugh, Rebecca Ferguson, and Austin Butler, among others. Now, we know that the sequel was supposed to come out on November 3rd, 2023, but because of the strikes, it was pushed back to March 15th, 2024. But now set in stone, or so we hope, Dune Part 2 will be released in theaters on March 1st, 2024. Here's an early Christmas present for you. Masters of the Air has currently planned that the first two episodes of the series will air on January 26, 2024. After that, new episodes will air every Friday until March 15, 2024, with a total of 9 episodes. Now, if the name has gotten you all confused, Masters of the Air's official storyline says that it comes from Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, and Gary Goetzman, who produced Band of Brothers and The Pacific. As per their plot, people in the 100th Bomb Group risk their lives during World War II. They are a group formed by bravery, loss, and victory. Overall, Masters of the Air is a tribute to the brave men of the 8th Air Force, whose bravery and teamwork helped win the Second World War against Nazi Germany. So nostalgia, but a bit modified. Now, if you're wondering, where can I watch Masters of the Air? Well, because Masters of the Air is made by Apple TV, you will need an Apple TV Plus account to watch it. So don't forget to get that if you don't already have it. Frozen 3 has gotten some good news, and we are here for it. Yes, you heard that right. As per recent reports, the follow-up to Frozen 2, which came out 4 years ago, was announced in February. And according to the Inside Scoop, it will bring Anna and Elsa back to cinemas really soon. Now, unfortunately, the original director of the movie, Jennifer Lee, won't be in charge this time, but she did have a lot to pitch in about this upcoming snowy magic. Obviously, she didn't say anything about the plot of the movie, but she did say that she was excited about the new ideas that it would explore, confirming that we will indeed get a third installment. And because Bob Iger has also confirmed that Frozen 3 is being made, we can be sure that there will be a new adventure in Arendelle. For now, the plot and the release date of Frozen 3 are still unknown, but one thing is for sure, it will build on the same exciting elements that were presented in the first two movies. Although another possibility is that Anna and Elsa will go on an even bigger adventure in the third Frozen movie, since Frozen 2 added more to the story and world of the first movie. Here's to hoping. Incoming is another incredible installment that will completely change the course of events. You see, this time there are more than just dragons that Millie Bobby Brown is going to battle in Damsel. This is not your conventional story about a damsel in distress. Elodie, the role played by Brown, is not the one who is waiting for a knight. Not at all. She is the one who is beating over the dragon. Imagine this. Elodie's all set to marry Prince Henry, but surprise, she's thrown into a dragon pit as a sacrificial offering. Now that's one wedding twist we didn't see coming. Among the many surprises, Elodie will have to fight her way out of this situation with pressure from her dad and take matters into her own hands. Who needs a knight, right? Originally slated for October 2023, Damsel has shifted to 2024, and with a rumored $60 to $70 million budget, you can bet it's gonna be worth the watch. After making one of the most crucial movies of his career, Tim Burton is coming back to make a follow-up. That's right, Beetlejuice 2 is on its way. Obviously, it's going to be a while longer before we get our first good look at Beetlejuice 2, but according to current plans, Beetlejuice 2 will be released in theaters on September 6, 2024. So we can wait that much now, can we? Not much is known regarding the plot right now, but as for the cast, Winona Ryder will play Lydia again, and Justin Theroux will join the group in an unknown part, and Jenna Ortega will play the role of Lydia's daughter. Along with that, Willem Dafoe will play a police officer in the afterlife, and Monica Bellucci will play Beetlejuice's wife in the movie. Not to mention, Catherine O'Hara will also be back as Lydia's mother, Delia Dietz. Now, whether you're ready for the Beetlejuice to make a comeback or not, how about you go relive the first one and decide for yourself? That's all for today's Inside Tea, guys. Make sure to drop in your take in the comments below. To catch us again, simply hit the bell icon.